to day 13 of the Advent calendar by the Crafty Boys. You want to speak?
Yes. So it's day 13 slash.
It sounds like James Bond.
Yeah, totally.
What I was trying to do was cue you into some TARDIS mood because we are jumping ahead in time to the 14th because we can.
Whoever was packing Alan's box was drunk on the job and has messed up 2 different days.
Well, 4 days. 4 days.
What was the other one?
Well, it's because they flipped day 2 and day 17 and day 13 and 14. So that's 4 days.
14. So anyway, so basically we're actually talking about day 14, but think of it as day 13. But this is the whiteout Basil Ale. Now, this is an ale that, according to the can, thank you.
Shane is full of Christmas cheer.
Really hard on that one. Harvest your basil before the snow comes because the leaves won't survive the cold. This herbaceous brew. This is what they wrote.
Do you want me to take over?
Hang on. Okay. Herbaceous brew brings some summertime freshness to the whiteout conditions. So if we look at the can really closely, the Red Racer girl is very well bundled up, which is something she doesn't normally do.
No.
Wheat, barley, hops, yeast, and basil is the only thing listed on the ingredient list. So
now I have to admit I've never had a beer with basil in it before.
I can't think of any beer that I have with basil, so maybe we're on the same page here. But let's pour this out. Now, this is an ale, so I'm expecting an amber sort of color, but maybe we won't get that. I'm not sure. Show it to the camera. And I'm going to go and provide the rest of the can to the peanut gallery.
All right, so we got it's clear. It just looks like a regular old lager is what it looks like, or a pale ale.
Yeah. I'm sniffing it. I'm not smelling basil. Have you ever been a user of basil oil?
Basil oil? No, actually, not oil.
If you ever have a cold, use a little bit of basil oil on the mustache, as it were, or just the upper lip.
Okay. All right. I've used oil of oregano.
Oil of oregano can be good too, but basil oil is
okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
interesting.
That's it's
all right. So let's give this a swig.
I'm smelling a very floral accent to it. Doc? It's very flowery. It's very light.
It's very subtle. I would only know that there was basil in it by looking at the can.
Yeah, I'm going to run with that. I mean, it's herbaceous, but what I'm getting is actually, look, it's a bright, flavorful, tangy drink. I'm getting more malt than I am basil.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
But it's refreshing.
It is. It's easy drinking. Like I could take several gulps of this all at once. Yeah.
I agree. I can't go to the floweriness though. Like I'm smelling and tasting a lot of flowery sort of accents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, herbaceous. Yeah. I'll buy that.
I'm not really
or herbaceous.
What did I say? I don't remember.
Something along those lines. But
it reminded me of Disneyland.
They may have spelt it that way, actually. So
right. Well, they did. I was reading it directly from the can without any modifications of the language. So my read on this is that I would have it as a summer-ish, not a winter beer, but I don't know.
There's been a lot of summerish beers in this pack,
I don't know.
hasn't there?
I agree.
Like, it's sufficiently refreshing that let's be generous. Let's say après ski.
Okay.
Okay.
You just had a big day on the hill. You're a little bit sweaty. It's
Yeah, okay.
cold out, but you're heated up from a little bit of winter sport athleticism. Yeah, this is gonna quench that thirst. This is
You're in the chalet on the mountain. There's a hot tub there. You're going into the hot tub with all your friends, and this is a perfect drink for that.
I agree. All right, what are we rating this beer, boys?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I've been really generous lately. I'm sorry, I'm kicking this back to 6. This is I enjoy this. I don't have any problem with it, but
I'm giving this a 5.
This is okay. Yeah. See, this is a little bit fucking bog standard.
Yeah.
Knocker back, but it's it's not bad or anything. But
well, I'm giving it a 5 because mainly this is.
I don't taste any basil.
It's not well. That's true, but I mean, I'm giving it a 5 because it is a beer that is competent, but it is not necessarily knocking it out of the park. It's not something that I would buy by itself. So
no, I would agree with that. Now, as I'm drinking it here over the course of the past few minutes, I've been noticing a more distinct basil flavor when I take a gulp.
Okay.
Like I wasn't at first, but now it's starting to hit me a little bit. So,
all right.
So it's a creeper basil.
It's a creeper basil.
So your number was it was 6 or 7?
7. It was a 7.
6, 5. All right. So basically, this beer is.
Yes, I do feel like I'm being generous with my 7, but I feel like it's all right.
I'm still not getting any basil.
Okay.
Well, there you go. So thank you all for watching. Come on back tomorrow for day. Technically, it'll be 14, but the beer will be number 13. But that's okay. So don't forget to do all the fancy stuff when you share information about the show. Click on the bell, all that kind of subscription stuff. And we'll see you all tomorrow for the next Advent calendar. Who knows what it is? Alan knows what it is. I can tell.
Yeah.
But
go to you.
Tomorrow, Alan, take us out.